So violence came along and brought along the sort of usual changes and additions whenever a new layer gets added, but none of these changes make me feel more violent. They don't make me want to stick my thumbs in someone's eyes the way fighting insurrectionists do, so what about the gutter people? As in the Guttertank and Gutterman. I'm not like talking shit about like, people. Whatever, alright? How do they fare in the good old cyber grind? Well, the Gutterman's pretty tanky, all things considered. Even without the shield, they still have quite a bit of HP, though the exact numbers aren't that big of a deal nowadays with, Radiance and just how cyber rank can be, disorienting, bar fight, fuck you, just punches. It's just break the shield, okay? Just break the shield. It'll help you out a lot. It'll lower their HP, let you whiplash them, and also parry their attacks. So use a Knuckle Blaster or a Mine, you'll get your health back regardless. But either way, with or without the shield, the Gunman's gonna be doing what they do best, right? Shooting at you. A lot. They're gonna be shooting at you a lot. The damage is pretty negligible, but over time they start to get more and more accurate, which sucks, because their bullets are hit scans, so that means they interact with things like coins, cores, and most importantly, rockets. But honestly, it's not that bad, because it's pretty easy to reset the Gutterman's accuracy. Just lose line of sight for a bit, and you'll know when it worked, because you'll hear this little, exhaust, cooling down noise. It's honestly pretty loud. You could also parry to reset their accuracy, but with how much you're moving around the map in Cybergrind, you're above it, you're under it, you'll be resetting them without much trouble. And of course, when you do finally kill them, you get the nice bonus of potentially crushing any enemies underneath them, kind of like Maurice. And on top of that, you get a big red explosion, always wonderful in Cybergrind, so killing them is great. But what if you can't kill them? What's stronger than a man? Tank. A gutter tank. This is not the case at all. Because, despite being touted as a tank, it has much less health than the Gutterman, and is so much easier to kill. This sort of pattern is a common occurrence with this enemy. They're just trying their best, okay? So don't make too much fun of them, right? But by far the most interesting thing about this enemy would be their rockets. These rockets act pretty much identical to yours. You can shoot and nuke them, though I don't know why you'd want to since they'll blow up anyways, but more importantly, you can freeze and ride them. For whatever reason, if you hit a gutter tank with their own rocket after you've ridden it, it instantly kills them. It gives you like a round trip bonus and they just die. All you gotta do is activate freeze frame, put a magnet on them, and ride it in any order. And then easy, dead, alright? I don't know, it's just a thing that happens. It's important to note that it doesn't deal 23 damage, it just kills the original gutter tank that shot it, so you're not gonna kill more than one. You also don't need a magnet, but it's really awkward aim, because most of the time you're gonna need to do a 180 before making any other adjustments, so obviously you're not gonna be able to do this combo 100% of the time, because, it's Cybergrind, it's not that nice. But still, you'd be surprised how often you can get away with this. If you're not comfortable with that, or just not in the situation to pull it off, well, don't worry, there's still so much more stuff to make fun of. You know that punch they do when you get close? The punch they got nerfed to oblivion in the most recent patch? It is so easy to dodge. All you gotta do is see the blue flash and just dash. It's quite lenient. On top of that, once they fall, you get a parry that has like a million parry frames for whatever reason. So you go get your free health and shotgun damage. And then since you're right up next to them anyways, it's probably just gonna loop because they're gonna melee attack again and you just keep doing it. Oh, I don't want to get close. I'd rather move around. We'll just use the whiplash. The gutter tank has a unique mechanic where they try to time their punch with your whiplash velocity. And, the key word is try. Because you can still just dash when you see the blue flash, or if you want to save some gray health, just cancel the whiplash, and then, just do it all over again. So we're 2-0 right now. Things are not looking good for the gutter tank. You're gonna need something big to make it even. Something as big as the landmines. These things are so whack. I mean, they're so easy to avoid. Like, these things are just straight up beneficial most of the time. Obviously, you can parry them, so they're like free health packs on the ground. Health packs that when you parry them just deal damage just under a blue railgun charge, and it's a red explosion. So, what's the downside? Dude, I don't know. It's not like these things get triggered easily. You either have to get close or trigger a shockwave with either your ground slam or the serious cannon. Maurices and whatnot, they don't trigger it. So I guess the only downside is that the only way to get these things to spawn are from a single enemy that has basically zero survival instinct. But we're not done talking about the mine. There's so much wacky shit revolving around it, specifically the fact that it interacts with, pretty much everything, right? It's got that NVIDIA, PhysX. Literally, anything you can think of. Rockets, explosions, the Knuckle Blaster. You ever want floating saw traps? Go where the magnets stick onto mines, in case you want to roleplay as a fucking amusement park. You're just gonna throw this coin, hope it doesn't block the entire mine from functioning properly. Or, you know what else the mine interacts with? You. It interacts with you. As if it wasn't easy enough to avoid it, you can just move up your whole ass body. You can even jump off it. You can do a slam storage off it. Or better, you can just fucking kick flip it back. If there's a single thing the Guttertank does well? Well, yeah. Without a doubt, they have the most consistently entertaining ragdoll. Just good old family fun.